Greetings petrolheads, welcome back to Automation the Car Company Tycoon game. Today we're going to be looking at something entirely new on the Athena lineup. It's the CL3 with a new body. That may come a little bit early given that we've only... actually it's been 3 years ago that we've revised the old CL. But this has a body that... it's especially going to appeal to the American market. Yep. And of course, we got like round headlights, we got the Athena signature grille, we got some fog lights down here. We got these vents, 8 of them, the last ones are kind of, yeah, they're a little bit messed up with the body or I don't know what, but eight vents of course for 8 cylinders, and a pretty new rear end design for the taillights. I'm kind of liking it. Looks fresh, looks unique, and under the bonnet there is the same V8 that you get in the CS268. That's the 375 horsepower version, and it's really making for some nice numbers. On this one we don't have the automatic locker. We have a 4-speed manual. We have 205s on the rear. Sports tires, because you know people are gonna be taking these things drag racing whether we want to or not. A solid discs front and rear with a racy pad type that increased drivability and sportiness, also reduced brake fade and our stopping distance by a little bit. We got more than enough cooling airflow to make sure this thing's reliable. Handmade interior, 4 seats, phonograph power steering, advanced safety, and then progressive springs, twin tube dampers, and passive sway bars with maximum possible drivability. And as a result, you get 32.5 drivability, 33.6 comfort, 47.7 prestige, which is really good in 67, 44.2 safety. And for a car that's not meant to be sporty, 18 in the 60s is actually not that bad. Especially like 32.5 drivability with 36.2% wheel spin. That's something you could call an achievement. 7.3 seconds 0 to 100 is not the quickest we've had so far. And neither is the quarter mile time of 15.1, but it'll show some of those Mustangs, it'll teach some of those Mustangs a nice lesson about, you know, what's quick down the quarter mile. 375 horsepower is really nothing to just sneeze at in this day and age. It's, well, even today, 375 horsepower is pretty nice. And unfortunately, so far, I've only gotten error messages when I tried to do like the project setup here with employees and whatnot. Couldn't do it. It didn't let me. But, and of course the price would change. But as of right now, with a, let's give it a plus 20% markup, that's a $28,560 dollars. In today's money, in 1967, that would be roughly about $4,000, I think, $4,000, maybe a little bit above that. And top speed is really good too, for this period in time. Overall, I think this is a pretty solid attempt at making a first kind of muscle car. that is also very luxurious on the interior. Yeah. And then there's one more thing. There is a limited edition. It has the same V8 block, but in a different tuning. There is now a bonnet hump that you can only really see if you zoom in like this, because of the color it shows, and the vents are moved to the side. Then we got some chrome surrounding the side indicators, some chrome bars here, and on the back we got quad exhaust and LTD here, to make sure everybody knows this is something that this is a really special product. And the most special thing about this is, of course, the engine. 425 horsepower due to revised cam profile, due to some richer fuel mixture, revised ignition timing, higher rev limit, and obviously bigger exhaust as well, because we need... Oh, this one's restrictive. Okay. So now we can get even more power out of this thing. Yeah. 436 horsepower. Why the heck not? Obviously running on like super leaded fuel, but that's okay. Yeah, 436 horsepower with a 5-speed manual transmission for maximum possible quarter-mile acceleration. We do have that automatic locker to give us traction off the line. Again, this is going to be a little bit of a drift monster, because again with the locking differential, once you enter a corner in this thing and you surpass the slight understeer that you're going to be getting, and put your foot down, it's gonna oversteer like crazy. It'll become an absolute maniac. We have slightly better quality tires in this thing. No real change to the brakes, I don't think. Oh yeah, now we need more cooling as well, because we got more power. Again, same interior choices, but here we have a hydro pneumatic spring setup. This gives us more drivability and comfort. It's also more expensive, it's also heavier, which might add a little bit extra weight to the rear axle so that we have a better weight distribution. And overall, with a 20% markup on this, actually we're gonna add more than that. We're gonna add probably like a 50% markup. This is gonna be an expensive car. It's gonna be limited, of course, as is in the name, but it'll pretty much annihilate anything on a quarter mile. Short of like real tuned like quarter mile drag racing cars. And the top speed is awesome. Yeah, in fifth gear, of course, the acceleration is dropping a little bit off, but still, basically 260 kilometers an hour. That's more than 160 miles an hour. Man, that is really, really fast for 1967. And of course, only a couple of them are going to be made. Probably 500 once I get to choose, once I get these tabs to be working. And the price is gonna be pretty high, of course. But then again, you get acceleration like you've never experienced, and you get all the luxury you get on a regular Athena on the inside. So prestige is a lot higher again because of the added top speed, because of extra power and whatnot. And overall, I mean, the service costs aren't that bad. Obviously, you're gonna be paying a lot of money on fuel, but that's to be expected. Actually, you know what? Isn't Frenia more like the small hilly coastal medium wealth country with narrow average quality roads, average purchasing power, low weather harshness, average taxes and running costs? Okay. High fuel prices. Oh god. It does super well here. Also quite actually no, it's not very affordable at all, because these categories are already in a higher category. Let's see how affordable is it in Gasmia. A little bit more affordable. Okay. 237.5 competitiveness in the hypercar category with a plus 50% markup. That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, so we've made a statement with this car, I think. And well, let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Automation. Leave a like or a comment if you did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.